Good morning, my fellow scientists. It's Monday, February 20th, and I want to talk about robots again. I've been thinking a lot about Lights in the Tunnel by Martin Ford and Humans Need Not Apply, great YouTube video link below. Also, Abundance by Diamandis. These are important books that are talking about a trend that I think is only going to get more dramatic over the next few years. We are moving toward automating not just the physical things that we automated in the first industrial revolution, but also automating mental tasks like driving and interpreting medical imaging. And as we automate those, it's not entirely clear what humans are going to do. Now, I suggest to you that emotional labor, caring labor, nursing, teaching, entertaining, these sorts of labor will still exist and will still be really important and are going to become more and more important as time goes by. And unfortunately, much of that labor is unpaid labor. We know that there's value in nursing someone when they are sick. We know that there's value in parenting someone when they are young, and yet nursing is underpaid, or if you're nursing a family member who's sick, unpaid. Parenting, unpaid. These are useful, economic, important activities. We just don't pay them. If the only labor that's paid labor is the operation or ownership of robots that produce all the things, then the people who own those robots and who operate those robots will end up with all the money. And that's a dangerous scenario. No one wins in the end in that scenario. The John Galt who invents the robot that can do literally everything and ends up with all the money will die unburied, unloved, and unmourned. That's the end game for that sort of thought experiment. So what is it? What's going to give? What's going to give is demand.
There can never be enough super rich people to power a great economy. Somebody like me makes hundreds or thousands of times as much as the median American, but I don't buy hundreds or thousands of times as much stuff. My family owns 3 cars, not 3,000.
So what's the mechanism for coping with that? So Bill Gates was on Quartz video talking about possibly taxing robots.
You can't just give up that income tax because that's part of how you've been funding that level of human workers. Some of it can come directly in some type of robot tax. I don't think the robot companies are going to be outraged that there might be a tax. It's okay.
Taxing robots disincentivizes robot labor, which may extend the amount of time it takes to fully roboticize the economy, and that may ease the transition, but it ultimately doesn't actually help anything. If robots are really better than people at doing these things, we will eventually automate those things. We'll still have to solve the demand problem. Whether we tax or print the money, whether we give the money out as payment for useless activity that robots could be doing, or whether we just give the money to people, we are going to have to cope with this. We are going to have to shift the economy to reward people for emotional, caring, nursing, parenting, labor. I should probably be doing science instead of economics, but it bears thinking about. Hope that was interesting. Until next time.